Hi and welcome to this session here on Flowchart Basics. Today we want to look at an example containing a loop. But before we get into that, I want to remind you that flowcharts are graphical methods of demonstrating the process of solving a problem. And if you will effectively learn how to work with flowcharts and create flowcharts, then it begins by learning the symbols and paying attention to the representation of each symbol. And so just as a matter of revision, then we want to look at the terminal symbol there. That's the start and the end symbol. We also have the input and output symbol, and we have the process symbol here. And so most of the programs that you will receive will be performing basic addition, basic calculation, and so most of these fall under what we refer to as a process. And then we have the decision symbol, which is the diamond, and this is in the case that you have to factor in true or false, yes or no. And so a large part of the advantage that comes with the computer is its ability to make basic decisions based on yes or no, or true and false. And then we have the arrow, which indicates the flow of direction within your flow chart. And so these are the primary symbols that we work with. Again, if you look at some flowchart examples, you will see even more symbols, but for this class session, then these are the symbols that you want to be familiar with. So let's consider this example here where you are to create a flowchart to a program that asks the user for a name and a password. And if the password is wrong, then the program prints try again. But if it is correct, then the program basically prints welcome. And so we begin our flowchart by placing our start terminal symbol there, and then we have to consider our arrows, which indicate the flow of direction. And then we have the input of name. Remember, this program is asking for name and password, and so it checks a pre-existing correct password, and so it brings us to a decision point where the program has to see if the name and the password is correct. If it's correct, then it goes ahead and it prints welcome, and then it brings you to the end of this particular example. But on the other hand, if the name or the password is not correct, then you receive a message printed on the screen which says try again, and at this point it takes you back to the beginning where you are able to enter your name and your password correctly, and so this program will basically repeat this process until you have successfully entered in your name and your password. And once you do that, then it prints welcome, and then it brings you to the end of this particular flowchart example. And so thank you very much for your attention. I will be ending this one here. Again, you may need to revisit the video in the case that you did not fully understand this particular example.